Welcome to Chasing Curiosity TV. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The news alert flashed across screens worldwide. Philippine Navy stands ground in tense South China Sea standoff. The world held its breath. This wasn't just another territorial dispute, it was a signal. A small island nation, long underestimated, was drawing a line in the sea. This act of defiance captured the attention of global leaders from Washington to Beijing. Suddenly, the Philippines was no longer just a collection of islands. It was a nation finding its voice. For decades, the Philippines was labeled the sick man of Asia, plagued by internal struggles and overlooked by investors. But beneath the surface, a transformation was underway. The world was now watching, not just because of a naval standoff, but because of the immense untapped potential of this archipelago. The sleeping superpower was stirring, and its awakening could send ripples across the globe. The Philippines is a nation of contrasts, natural beauty and disasters, tradition and modernization. Too often, the narrative focused on poverty and corruption, missing the story of resilience and a dynamic population. The headline was the spark, but the real story is the slow-burning fire of a nation on the rise. What does it mean to be a superpower? It's about influence, strategic importance, and the potential to shape the future. The Philippines possesses a unique combination of these elements: its geography, its people, and its natural wealth. The standoff was not the beginning, but the moment the world started reading a chapter written in silence for years. Look at a map. The Philippines sits at the crossroads of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Its 7,641 islands form a gateway between the Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea, a maritime choke point for a third of global shipping. Control over these sea lanes means influence over the global economy. The Philippines is the gatekeeper, whether it chooses to be or not. This strategic location made the islands a prize for colonial powers and now places the country at the center of a new great power competition. The US sees it as a crucial Indo-Pacific partner. China sees it as vital to its maritime ambitions. But geography offers more than military advantage, it's an economic opportunity. Imagine modern ports rivaling Singapore, making the Philippines a logistics hub for Asia-Pacific. The potential to become a global transshipment and manufacturing powerhouse is immense. Its proximity to booming Southeast Asian economies makes it a natural center for regional growth. As Asia rises, the Philippines is positioned to be one of its most critical components. Its location is a permanent asset, one any nation would envy. The question is when and how it will play its cards. The Philippines' greatest asset? Its people. While other nations age, the Philippines enjoys a demographic dividend, a median age of just 25. This youthful, energetic population is a sustained wave of human potential. English proficiency gives Filipinos a global edge, making the country the world's call center capital. Millions provide services for multinational corporations, their communication skills and adaptability in high demand. But it goes beyond call centers. Filipinos are writing code for Silicon Valley, animating for Hollywood, and analyzing data for Wall Street. The knowledge economy is thriving, powered by a large tech-savvy talent pool. Each year, hundreds of thousands of graduates enter the workforce ready to drive the nation forward. If the country invests in education and training, this demographic dividend could transform the economy. This generation isn't just looking for jobs, they're building the future. Beyond the archipelago, over 10 million overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, form a global nation. They are nurses, engineers, seafarers, and domestic helpers, known for resilience and professionalism. Their remittances exceed $30 billion annually, nearly 10% of the country's GDP, a vital economic pillar. This steady flow fuels consumer spending, stabilizes the currency, and shields the economy during crises. But OFWs contribute more than money. They bring back skills, ideas, and a global perspective. A nurse returns with advanced medical knowledge. An IT professional brings expertise in new technologies. The global Filipino is a bridge, connecting the homeland to the world. Yet, for many, working abroad is a necessity, not a choice. The ultimate goal: build an economy strong enough that leaving is optional, not required. Creating high-quality jobs at home is the central challenge. When Filipinos can achieve their dreams without leaving, the nation will have taken a giant leap forward. The dream is to bring these heroes home, not because they must, but because they want to. That's the future the Philippines is striving for. Beneath the Philippines lies a treasure trove, second largest gold, third largest copper, and crucially, vast nickel reserves. Nickel is vital for lithium-ion batteries powering electric vehicles and devices. As the world shifts to green energy, demand for nickel is soaring, and the Philippines is a global leader. This mineral wealth could fund schools, hospitals, and infrastructure, creating high-paying jobs and transforming communities. The challenge: manage resources sustainably and move up the value chain. For years, the country exported raw ore at low prices while others reaped the rewards. By building processing plants, the Philippines could capture more value and control its mineral destiny. The buried treasure is there. The task is to unlock it wisely, for all Filipinos. The future depends on turning resources into lasting prosperity. The Philippines is defined by water. Its seas are among the world's most biodiverse, supporting millions through fishing and tourism. But these waters are also a flashpoint for conflict. The West Philippine Sea, rich in oil and gas, is at the heart of a fierce dispute with China. In 2016, the Philippines won a landmark legal victory affirming its maritime rights, but enforcing it remains a challenge. Filipino fishermen face harassment. Patrol vessels confront a much larger Chinese coast guard. This struggle is about sovereignty, resources, and the rule of law. Securing maritime rights is essential for economic security and national identity. It requires diplomacy, legal action, and a modernized defense. International partners like the US, Japan, and Australia are crucial in upholding the rules-based order. The battle for the blue frontier is a fight for the rights of all nations, big or small. The riches are immense, but so are the risks. To understand the Philippines' potential, we must face its past. Decades of corruption and poor governance left deep scars, diverting funds, stalling infrastructure, and breeding cynicism. Manila's legendary traffic and slow internet became symbols of inefficiency. Political dynasties and shifting policies created uncertainty, hindering long-term progress. The nation had all the ingredients for success but struggled to put them together. The software of governance lagged behind its natural and human assets. This history explains the "sick man of Asia" label, but also highlights the scale of today's transformation. The Philippines is learning from its past to build a better future. In the last 2 decades, the Philippines has begun to confront its past. Massive infrastructure projects, new airports, expressways, and bridges are connecting the nation and boosting commerce. A digital revolution is underway, with startups in fintech, e-commerce, and logistics solving local problems with global tech. Digital payments are making financial services accessible to millions. Foreign investment is flowing, drawn by a young, digitally native market. The Philippines is becoming a center for innovation, not just outsourcing. Efforts to improve governance and fight corruption are gaining traction. The country's ease of doing business is improving, building investor confidence. Before the pandemic, the Philippines posted some of Asia's highest growth rates and has shown resilience in recovery. The "sick man" label no longer fits. The nation is now a promising emerging market. The awakening isn't complete, but the momentum is undeniable. The world is starting to pay close attention. The Philippines' greatest asset may be its spirit, bayanihan, the power of community. Disaster-prone yet resilient, Filipinos rebuild and face the future with optimism. This collective strength is a superpower in itself. It's a culture that values family, faith, and joy even in hardship. This spirit makes the Filipino workforce not just skilled, but motivated and adaptable. But resilience alone isn't enough. It must be matched with investment in education, healthcare, and social safety nets. The Filipino spirit provides the will, leaders must provide the way. The path ahead is promising but challenging. Corruption, inequality, and geopolitical pressure remain. Yet, if the nation harnesses its location, resources, and people, its rise is inevitable. The awakening of this sleeping superpower will reshape Asia and the world. After centuries of struggle, the Philippines is ready to claim its destiny.